What comes to your mind when I say phrasal verbs? Hey sweeties, I'm Roya and happy to see you again. Today we want to talk about phrasal verbs. A phrasal verb consists of a verb and a particle. In fact, a phrasal verb is one whose meaning is changed by the addition of a particle. But remember, some of the phrasal verbs have the similar meaning to the main verbs. And let me tell you what are particles. Particle like in, on, out, for, about, up, down, back, and things like this. Now please look at the example. Cancel. Cancel is a word, but call off is a phrasal verb. Why call off is a phrasal verb? Because call is a verb and off is a particle. Call off means cancel. We have two types of phrasal verbs, transitive and intransitive. Transitive phrasal verbs take a direct object. For example, Sam shuts down his computer. Shuts down is a phrasal verb, his computer is an object. Another example, Melanie puts on her new dress. Puts on is a phrasal verb and her new dress is an object. What about intransitive phrasal verbs? Intransitive phrasal verbs do not take a direct object. For example, they need a password to log on. Log on is a phrasal verb and we don't have an object after that. Listen to this one. Mira gets up at 7. Gets up is a phrasal verb, but at 7 is not a phrasal verb, it's just a time. Let me add another point to transitive phrasal verbs. We have separable and inseparable phrasal verbs. Separable phrasal verb means the object can come before or after the particle. For example, switch off is a phrasal verb. We can say switch off the light. We can say switch the light off. Even we can say switch it off. But be careful. If you want to use the pronoun, do not put it after the particle. Like switch off it is completely wrong. And what are inseparable or non-separable phrasal verbs? The object comes after the particle, even if it's a pronoun. For example, she takes after her mother. Her mother is an object. Here there's a question. Do we have three-part phrasal verbs? The answer is yes. Three-part phrasal verbs take two particles instead of one. For example, brush up on. Brush up on means to review. We need to brush up on the book before the exam. We need to brush up on it before the exam. They are inseparable. Let's memorize the phrasal verbs of the look together. Look at means to watch. Look for means to search for, try to find. Look after means to take care of. Look up means to locate an information in a dictionary or in a book. Look out means to watch out. Look over means to examine or check over. Look into means to investigate or examine carefully. And the last one, look forward to expect with pleasure. If you want to learn more phrasal verbs, I wrote some for you from the Grammarly site. Please take a screenshot. Okay, everybody, let's call it a day. I just want to tell you that I'm grateful. I love you so much. See you soon. Farewell.